Right, so this is a pheasant trap, what you might have heard of before. Some people call it fool's cap pheasant trap, dunce hat trap, pheasant cone trap. And essentially it's a cone which is baited, and then once it's baited, it's set into the ground, and then the bird comes along, pecks it, and should get it stuck on its head. Now, I've got a dead pheasant which someone gave to me just there, and we can try it for fitting to see if it's the right size. So first of all, you're going to want a piece of card. Now I say card, not paper. Card is better than paper, but you don't want it too thick, so it's only got to be like, you know, a bit thicker than paper, if you know what I mean. But card is better than normal paper, and preferably a colour which is camouflage to the area you're doing it in. So if it was in like snowy places, you might get away with white paper, but then the snow may affect the paper and make it go limp. But on kind of grass, green, or on mud or whatever, green, brown, black, you know. So what you want to do is get an A4 piece of paper and draw the biggest circle on it that you can fit on it. And once you've drawn that on, if you have got larger size paper, it would be roughly a circle drawn on it of about 8 inches. So if you are going to do it on another one, an 8-inch diameter circle. Then you're going to cut that out. So that's the circle cut out, and then you just want to fold it over, fold it again. So that's it folded in two, but that is essentially a cone, but that's way too wide to work. So you want to fold it one more time. And then you've got a cone like that. And you'll find a place you can open it. And then a bit of glue or tape. Glue this bit of glue there, bit of glue there, so you can then glue this like that, so it stays in one as a cone. Right, so that's the cone set. Now this pheasant which you've got given me, we'll try it on its head to see if it actually fits. So you put your raisins or whatever in here, your corn, and you spread glue around these edges, and then when the pheasant comes along, comes to peck in there, to peck the seed or whatever is at the bottom, and his head goes in, and then this gets stuck to the feathers like that, and then he can't get it off. And what they reckon they do is they then either just stand there and don't move and kind of like go to sleep, whatever. So that should be about the right size. I suppose maybe you could go a little bit bigger. That might be the minimum, you know, the minimum size, but that's a good fit. And I don't think, he just can't quite reach down the bottom, so he's got to stick his head right in there. So next what you're going to need to do is put your glue or whatever it is in here. Now, if you're going to put glue, you're going to need a glue which won't set, or not set for quite a while. So some people say you put bird lime in here. You could put, might be a bit of pine resin, treacle, stuff like that. Stuff which will stay sticky but not run away, if you know what I mean. And then you drop your seeds inside. And then you want to take a stick like this. We'll do it in a minute. Stick this in the ground, wiggle it around until this will sit in the ground upright like that. Right, so just for the purposes of this, I'll put some of this in here to kind of show you. Just normal glue. But this will probably set, so this isn't necessarily what you want. And spread that about in there a bit. And I've got some sunflower seeds. Well, I think these dunce caps, or fool's cap, whatever it is you call them, have got a potential to work. They definitely seem to fit right, if you know what I mean. If you was in the wild and you had no paper or anything, I reckon you could get away with doing this with birch bark and pine resin, or making bird lime, whatever, you know, things like that. That's an old one I've seen. Like I said though, don't use a glue like this. I just wanted to do that for demonstration, just to show you, because that will set before any animal gets to it. It's got to be some type of sticky substance which won't set. So treacle, well, not like honey, but stuff like that. Honey might actually, or treacle might actually be a good idea, because it's sweet and might attract the animal. Glues that won't set, kind of resins, pine resin, stuff like that. As long as it doesn't set and it will remain sticky, when the bird sticks his head in, that should stick to it. And then they reckon they just stand there or fall asleep. I suppose if they didn't, I suppose a animal with one of these on its head might be quite easy to catch. just remember, these things are completely illegal unless it was a survival situation, so it's best not to try them unless you were starving and you really needed to do it. But I suppose if you was a gamekeeper or something and you saw a load of these, or a normal person you saw a load of these, at least you could report it because you don't know what they are now. Right, so cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.